It's officially 2025! You know what they say, new year, new me. Since I'm all new now, I figured this improved version of me is responsible and will be able to successfully start making decent quality videos. Or at least that's what I think it said in the handbook. I'm still getting the hang of it. I've made 2 videos in the past, both of which I am humiliated by and only keep on my channel because I spent so long on them and deleted them off my phone. Please do not watch. Technically, I could private them, but that makes me feel bad. It's not the video's fault that they're trash. But it doesn't matter anymore because, like I already said, it is a new me. Those videos are from last year, not this year, okay? If you've watched a lot of my shorts, you've probably picked up on my love for Zelda. Correction. My extreme obsession with the greatest piece of fiction in existence. I love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I have stickers of them over all of my stuff. The Twilight Princess mangas are literally a lifesaver in the midst of art blog. I mean, just look at the art. Because of this, I've decided to kickstart my consistent-ish videos with a Zelda theme. You've already seen the title and the thumbnail. I'm inserting myself into the Zelda universe because it's fun and I can do whatever I want. I'm going with the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom universe because those are the games I've been playing. So obviously I'm drawing myself as Link first, but I didn't really put much time into this one because I just wasn't feeling it. I love Link so much, and being the hero instead of him didn't really seem appealing to me because then he wouldn't exist, at least in this universe. That idea made me sad. I'd rather just be in the Zelda world with Link. But I still did this anyway and probably spent the least amount of time on this as well. Another thing is that I look pretty similar to Link, so I just felt like I was drawing a less cool version of one of the best fictional characters ever. I also somehow drew the hand the wrong way, which is embarrassing to say the least, but I've already spent too long on this idea and I'm not going back to fix it. I gave myself the well-worn outfit because you get those at the beginning, and my searching skills for finding armor or making money would probably be pathetic. I'd mostly just be fighting for my life. Please do not make me the hero of Hyrule. The people are doomed. Here I am as Link. Yeah, like I said, it's not my best work. Let's move on to the next one. Immediately after Link Me, I drew myself as Zelda, but the first design I made felt too simple, and I decided later that I had permission to give myself fuller and longer hair because I'm a princess in this universe. I also decided to choose a color scheme more like the newest Zelda since that was where it was coming from. Originally my design was a little more like a Link to the Past, but yeah, like I said, I made a new one later. This speed paint that you're seeing is the new one that I'm happy with. I wouldn't have braids like the Breath of the Wild Zelda because even in fiction, that big of a miracle doesn't just happen. I wouldn't just wake up and be a master with my hair. I don't know how she has such a perfect braid crown. I envy her ability to do that every single day. Instead, I opted for a circlet much like the one Zelda wears in Twilight Princess. I gave myself the classic front pieces with golden bands tying it together in the middle. Does that have a name? Anyways, my hair is thick in this drawing. Do not be deceived, this is not real. Let me be honest, if I was Zelda, we'd all be dead. More dead than if I was Link. If you thought for a second that I would hold Ganon in Hyrule Castle for 100 years and then turn into a dragon for thousands of years, you thought wrong. There is no way I would have the willpower for that. I would just die. Here it is! This was my first design, and this is what it looks like now. Which one do you prefer? This is what I like to call the realistic batch. If I was in Zelda, I would not spawn as the hero, and I would definitely not spawn as the princess, sole heir to the royal Hyrule throne. I would be the random stable worker that sweeps the dirt and talks about how scared she is of the monsters that are miles away. Or the random mushroom heads that you run into on the road complaining about how their outfits are not fit for the outdoors. Technically, the stable and mushroom designs aren't any different than the NPCs in the game, but I wouldn't be unique from everyone else, and they were still so much fun to draw. My favorite is the stable worker, who I did give pigtails by the way, so that is slightly different. I think that if I could choose to be anything, I'd want to be a Sheikah. I love the white hair, and their stealth outfits are one of the best looks in the game, in my opinion. At first I was hesitant to make myself a Sheikah because I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be Asian. Then I was like, does it like really matter? I mean, like, it's just like a video game, and if I was a Sheikah, this is what it would look like. I like to imagine myself being Paya's friend, and we'd giggle about Link whenever he came to the village, and be little gremlins that annoy Impa to her wit's end. In Tears of the Kingdom, I'd probably get a horse and help out with the paper instead of Link, and get the froggy armor so I can scale wet walls and find Link and make him let me tag along. For my Sheikah design, I gave myself a khaki shrug with puffed sleeves. I noticed that the puffy sleeves were common in the Sheikah designs, although I did make mine longer. I also took note of the color scheme that every character had, dark blue, red, and khaki. I wasn't sure if I should still give myself blonde hair like I did for every other design, but decided against it. The white hair is so cool. My hair is in white rolled up buns with chopsticks, and I gave myself 2 belts around my waist with the Sheikah eye on them. I made my mushroom design blue, that's probably the color I would choose, and didn't put my hair up like I saw all the NPCs in the game had. I usually prefer to have my hair down, it's so much easier that way and doesn't hurt my scalp like most other hairstyles do. To fit my tan in the stable design, I made my outfit the warm toned version. I'm cool toned and would look better with the blue version, but I think the red outfit looks better with the aesthetic of the stable. Okay, we're finally done! Here are the last 3 designs, Stable Worker, Mushroom Head, and Sheikah. And here are all of the drawings, 5 in total. Which one is your favorite? Thank you so much for watching my video on illustrations! If you liked this one and have other ideas you'd like to see, remember that I read all my comments and will probably do what you ask. Unless I don't want to, or don't have the skill set, or forget, or any other inevitable situations. But please comment if you have ideas regardless.